Because Mango Jai is actually one on Tracer, so I don't think we've seen that before. It's going to be Jin Kao actually onto the Lucio now. This is a
and they're all over
change-up.
CQB very early into this one. They managed to get that return kill over onto DCR1 now, and it's looking like HKA can now start getting themselves a little bit aggressive. You know, dropping that Zenyatta isn't too much of an issue. A lot of their DPS is still up there, but a Ting getting taken down as well, so they've lost their only tank cap. They need to start contesting this one soon. Machi don't have anything to work with other than the Dragon Blade that's just come out from Nonez, and they know it as well. They jump straight into this one, picking up CQB, and this is going to be a very quick fight here, but HKA answer back with some ultimate usage of their own here. Going to be able to push Machi back off the point here, and this is surely going to be HKA picking this one up.
Yeah, it needs to be them picking up as well. They're a little bit behind with the progress now. They're definitely playing catch-up.
He's going to have that Pulse Bomb to work with, seeing if he can find something to open up this next fight. And Machi already getting themselves a lot of cap time here, very nearly snaking this one under HKA noses. They get themselves a few kills here as well. K4 still not being pressured out on the side here. That Transcendence doesn't get much use out of it, but will it be enough as they lose Mango Jai in this fight here as well? K4 now getting punched in the face by DCR1. Look.
They have all the initiative. They've had the initiation and control for the majority of the shrine so far.
Well, Nano Boost now going to be used onto DCR1 there to get this party started indeed. Dragon Blade now coming in from Nonez, looking to finish things up here, but DCR1 going to be doing a lot of that by himself there. The sword finds Jin Kao, just finishing him off there, and it looks like there's going to be nothing that Hong Kong Attitude can do about this one. There's a Primal Raging Winston just keeping things alive up on the point here. Anyone else from the HKA? It's Jin Kao's already, Mango Jai's already taken down into this one. Xiaolin's going to be pushed back here as well. The Diva's going to find him there. Attack Visor gets used for absolutely nothing. Overtime ticking down, and Machi take this Reinhardt coming out recently.
Yeah, absolutely right. DCR1 going back to the Reinhardt, it seems like a bit of a throwback. It's weird that Reinhardt's been pushed out of the competitive meta. You never really thought that was going to happen, but it's going to be kills being opened up onto a Ting to start things off.
K4 though in a good position here. No Talk though completely charged up, looking to get extremely aggressive in the faces of HKA here. And the kills coming up all Machi right now, and the cap definitely falling in their favor. This fight, so keep an eye on if he can catch the enemy Tracer here or anyone else on the side of Machi. Pulse Bomb goes out, doesn't catch anything there. Looks like DCR1 being caught out from the rest of his team, and a Ting will be the one to finish that one up. Now Xiao looking to pressure out some of these backline players here. The Nano Boost coming onto No Talk, Graviton being thrown out. Finds absolutely nothing with that as K4 hits that tactical visor, turns.
Hong Kong Attitude have now evened up progress. In fact, they're ahead now. They were behind so far, an ultimate, a must-win fight for Machi. Has been completely turned around.
Earthshatter starts this one off. The Dragon Blade now coming in from Nonez. Finds only 2 kills with that one. I mean, K4 now managing to pick him up. K4 picking up a double of his own. Cap falling into the way of Machi. It is
shut down.
though. The hammer finding just the toe right there of the soldier, and so this is going to be Machi now surely getting themselves back in control of the point. Indeed it is, and now this
except for counter damage. It's going to be damage on damage stacked up.
Damage on damage on damage indeed as K4 hits that tactical visor, does a lot of damage with that. It's going to be Xiaolin's blade to clean things up there. Finds one, can he find a second as Machi answer back with a couple of their own, but 4 kills now going in the way of HKA. They get themselves the cap back, and 95% Machi need to recuperate and recover and get themselves back into that. The Pulse Bomb gets thrown out there. No Talk not so worried about that, but oh, great Helix rocket there from K4 to take out Nonez. And there comes that Graviton Surge right into the Transcendence though, so no worries here for HKA. Sound barrier being used as well, really easily pushing through this one. The counter sound barrier now from Machi trying to hold on. Kant coming in with this big hero play, gets taken out here. Overtime ticking down, and Machi should not be able to get
themselves back around very shortly.
And
there it is, we're back into the game, and Nona is still alive onto the Pharah. Does get a couple of pick-out. Jin Kao loses mech and his own life, and Machi will get the first cap.
Yeah, great stuff there coming up from Machi. Can't really tell you too much about what happened there, but Nona
3% plus, and every other map so far, Hong Kong Attitude has retaken before this point.
Well, they break it down. It's going to be Ressia dropping the sound barrier as Machi take the fight straight to HKA before they can even get through the door here. And HKA are completely split up. Tactical Visor now coming in from K4, looking to do as much as he can with this, but when he's been sent back to the spawn room very quickly before finding a kill, that's going to be disastrous now for HKA. Overtime is ticking down. They got extremely close to capping this one over, but Machi all over the point, not too worried about this one falling. The Winstons are primal raging in each other's faces here, but player advantage going in the way of Machi. Very difficult now for HKA to get themselves back on here. Nano boost coming through as well. Won't be enough here. Surely Machi are holding on to this one.
I think Hong Kong Attitude waited far too long to strike there. They were trying to pick the right moment, and you wait too long for DPS's hit scan, projectile, you name it, he's got it. Let's see if he's got the magical aim with the Peacekeeper pistol though. The Hong Kong Attitude start things off onto Shrine for the, I believe, the second time, and this is actually the best start that Hong Kong Attitude have had all the ball.
Yeah, they definitely are looking to rob the bank here, and I mean, they're getting everything they were looking for, finding many pieces of the puzzle here.
Going to be the Nanoblade coming out with the, especially with Kiyomi just about hitting that 100% mark and the outrunning out of time. 3% left to go. Somebody has to get on the touch. Down comes the Dragon Blade looking for targets.
Here it comes. Didn't even have the
down.
boost there. A team comes flying over with the lightning and just takes him down there. One kill now for the side of Machi, and Hong Kong Attitude are looking to equalize this one up now. DCR1 getting taken out there as well, so we'll not have him to stagger this point out.
Well,
Restia out as well. They did cap though, but K4 should be able to recap this one himself, and they're on 99% there. Overtime ticking down quickly. Can anyone get back on the point? Good flashbang, and boom! There we go in the sky there as he takes this Pharah pick, and let's see what they can do in this first engagement here. Known as up the back, finds K4. Will not need any issues. He doesn't need to worry about the hit scan there as they push the rest of the HKA side out. Point unlocking in 8 seconds now. Can these players get back? Let's find out. First cap now should be falling in the way of Machi here. And indeed, it is going to be Machi picking up this cap. Great stuff from them. Now let's see how they set up to stop HKA's next attack here. They opt to go after the same route. But Machi all over, Machi definitely all over them here.
Yeah, Machi have the superior, I would say, area control they have had so far. Anyway, it's going to be Hong Kong Attitude trying to steal a little bit back there, but so far they haven't had a great chance of shutting down Nonez. And finally, well, I guess one way you shut him down is if you kill everyone else on the team and he's the only one left, well, naturally he becomes the only target. There goes the recap, and for Hong Kong Attitude, a team that's been now Trace, I didn't point that out earlier, but just something to notice as well. Mango Jai going back onto the Ana. It is the traditional Hong Kong Attitude lineup. Now they are still have control of the cap, so the stall out here is really important for them. They didn't let the cap go, which means they're going to be able to keep their progress, and it's still going to be Machi continuing to contest with all the ultimates they have. And for Hong Kong Attitude, as long as they get a decent amount of stall here, keeping control of the actual cap itself, this is a worthwhile trade. It's going to be Machi still maintaining control that the Hong Kong Attitude desperately want, and I like to change back from K4 onto the Soldier as well. I think he's been there for some time now. He's got a decent amount of ult charge in there, looking for the tag fires, but he'll find 2 kills first before he even gets there. Down barrier popping down from Machi as well. Want to keep this one alive, and rightfully so. Giving it away now would put Hong Kong Attitude in definitely a winning position, but I think Hong Kong Attitude will take the winning position regardless of whether Machi wants to give it away or not.
Yeah, the tactical visor from K4 just rolling. Kent, he's going to be the one to really open this one up.
Kent's going to need to be the one to open it up. It's the last map, by the way, and 85%. This actually has to be a point contest. Machi needs to take the actual fight onto the cap itself, and so far Hong Kong Attitude, fantastic start. Both supports down. There goes Tracer as well. Both your DPS has gone. I think Hong Kong Attitude are going to take this one out. And map 1, 99%, only one player left. It's just Kiyomi left. He's not going to be able to contest. Overtime takes down Hong Kong Attitude after a grueling 5-map Nepal series. Back and defend, and don't forget the defenders walk back distance so much closer than the attackers as well. And don't forget also the armor pack's been thrown around by Restia. This has been going on for so long now, and it's going to be Hong Kong Attitude getting into desperation mode.
I feel that Primal Raging Winston just a little bit too early. Can the rest of HKA get back on here though? There comes that the Torbjorn just looking to finish this one up here. Look at that Transcendence as well to keep this overtime going here. But no HKA members to be seen here. CQB did manage to pick himself up a kill, but the rest of his team nowhere to be found, and Machi just full Winston play. K4 now hitting the tactical visor just to seal the deal. And Hong Kong Attitude still keeping themselves alive on the point. 10 seconds left to go. We're going to be coming up into a draw, it seems. Can Machi get themselves back onto the cap.
Well, they don't have
one
vaults
last
anymore.
push.
They don't have vaults anymore, and Hong Kong Attitude at least have the one pulse bomb coming up as well. And now into the overtime, Machi got to play in desperation mode. Losing both Annas on both sides. The tech visor's got to do a lot of work, and there's nothing.
Nano boost there coming through on to a Ting, and this is just all HKA right now. Surely they're going to be able to stop this final push coming in from Machi here.
Yep, that's it.
And overtime ticking down. It looks like we're ending Numbani in the draw.
And as much as I say for Machi as well, so kind of good to see these lesser picked maps come back into play. It's going to be the Sombra pick out from CQB as well, so Hong Kong Attitude.
Ooh,
this is that clutch Sombra pick that they do like to do here.
Big sleep coming through there, stopping K4 in this fight. Machi looking like they're edging ahead of this. Got that extremely brawly sort of composition there. DCR1 on the Reinhardt, no talk on the Zarya there. Coming out ahead, you know, these shields just keeping everyone alive through that.
Save them. Now they're so far behind with barely anything left to use. It's all up to K4 really. I think if K4 can get a really good Dragon Blade here, dodge DCR1's Earth Shadow. This is the play. Here we go. He finally goes in.
He goes in, but there is the Primal Raging a Ting there. Picks up 2. So nicely done there by HK to start this one off.
Wow,
Make that
that's good.
3. Nonez out of the fight here as well. Straight onto the support of Kiyomi here. Goes for a little bit of a reflect. Doesn't manage to find it. Kiyomi actually going to take him out. The overtime ticking down, but HKA do manage to recap. Now everything is on.
They're going to buckle in.
Pulse bomb thrown out there by Xiaolin, doesn't connect. That would have been much needed here. Now Nonez with the Dragon Blade out, picks up Mango Jai very early on into this fight. That sound barrier pushing the rest of HKA through this one. They answer back with a kill of their own here, but losing a Ting now as well. Things are going to be hard for HKA as they push through into this fight. And look at that, Machi definitely showing what happens when you don't have that player left up there alive with that advantage. Going to recap, overtime ticking down. Doesn't look like HKA are going to be able to get back on this one, but the quick transcendence now coming in from Mango Jai. Look at that, just keeping this one alive.
Ooh, it's very tricky. Immediately into a Graviton Surge as well. Unfortunately, Graviton Surge will only pick up one player as the rest of Hong Kong Attitude do get themselves back onto the point. I don't think they have enough members to actually clean this one up, so for Machi, it's a little bit annoying, but for Hong Kong Attitude, it's all they got.
Oh, but K4 with the Dragon Blade, he's picked 2, can't find the 3rd there as Nonez is going to take him down, pick himself up a pair as well. Surely this has got to be it for Hong Kong Attitude, but not at all. I can't speak too soon here as a Ting with the Primal Rage now. Where's Xiaolin? He needs a hand on the point there, buddy. Get back in there. Let's go. Overtime ticking down, and that's all it
To do now as Hong Kong Attitude. This is a bad position for them to be in.
Most definitely, this is going to be the last fight, surely. And Hong Kong Attitude don't even get a little bit of chip in before the timer ticks down. They jump straight into this.
And
Mango Jai needs to watch out. Earth Shadow, watch out for that one. The Graviton still being held by No Talk, so he won't even really need to use it here. Just throws it out willy-nilly. That tactical visor from Nonez just wiping out the last of these HKA players. Primal Raging Winston of a Ting, not long for this fight here as well. He's going to be taken down also. Overtime now ticking down. HKA nowhere to be found, and that's going to be Machi holding down the first.
Not going to be very concerned with that whatsoever. Let's see how far Hong Kong Attitude can actually hold before they have to give up this frontal position.
Yeah, managed to be a bit slippery and sneak his way in the back lines here, and Nonez all over this Ting here, takes him down, and Kant up there in the back going to be finding CQB on top of that as well. HKA just getting blown away right now. Machi just stomping all over them here, and now they are going to be getting themselves a lot of cap time here. Can K4 find himself any high impact kills? Not at all, as Machi Primal Rage as well, but look at everything that Machi has to work with here. They have control of this high ground as well. Dragon Blade coming in, jumping right up into the back lines here. Can't find anyone yet. Mango Jai does fall down here. Nonez finds nothing with the blade. What is going on? It's a Zenyatta show right here. Going in, finishing off all of these HKA members. So, I mean, the Dragon Blade was just used there to sort of zone everybody out as Zenyatta just went to town.
Oh, wow. I mean, for the massive fail that came out of Nonez, No Talk was the one that actually got push through.
I mean, there's a lot to ask for right here. The sound barrier coming in from the side of Machi. Still nothing having to be committed from the side of HKA yet. And now this is going to be their moment. CQB drops the beat there, and now they're going to have a lot to push them through this fight. K4 with the Nano Visor combo. It's getting eaten for days here by Nonez on that D. That was the change they were looking for, but it matters not. Machi nowhere to be found here. Kent does pick himself up a little bit of a kill. Overtime, though, is ticking down, and no one on Machi is really around to contest this. And Hong Kong Attitude
forced out, 47 seconds left to go. Hong Kong Attitude, they're here to play, but they got to get past. They got to get past Ristia first. They do manage to get past Ristia. That's the second tag visor that's barely found anything left to go.
But Shaolin gets taken down there. Known as says absolutely no way with this one. Doesn't even have to use the Dragon Blade just yet. So 25 seconds left here. Hong Kong Attitude still haven't managed to get themselves the first cap. Looking to get the staggered out kill here onto a Ting. Buying themselves just that little bit of extra time. And now the ball is totally in Hong Kong Attitude's court. What can they throw at Machi on this last offense?
Well, they've only got a nano boost left to go. And Ting spawned so late, he's not going to be a part of this fight until the very end. And Machi, this could be the hold they're looking for, and this could complete their series and their win against Hong Kong Attitude. A final fight will decide everything, and a good Dragon Blade from Nunez may just stop Hong Kong Attitude.
Oh, they stack up, and Nunez just wipes them out right there. That nano-boosted Winston not going to be doing anything to counteract that. Machi now looking very good to stop this attack, all for point number one. Absolutely great timed Dragon Blade there. Can throughout this